Well, we've had an incredible week this week. The weather has been absolutely glorious. It's been in the upper 20s, even to 30s, which is quite unusual for the UK, because normally we might have 1 or 2 days of that kind of weather, but not lots. And it's been a good number of weeks with that haze at the moment. I went to Heddington Steam Rally, and that was to sell all my original artwork and my paintings, my prints, cards, cushions, coasters, and it was an absolutely fantastic event. There were over 22 steam engines there, which I really loved. They were just absolutely beautiful, and I didn't realise they were American steam engines. I thought it was a UK thing, so that was quite interesting. What else have we done this week? Oh, I've been stung by a wasp, or a hornet. It was big, very big, and it really hurt, and I am suffering really. I've had a couple of days now of severe pain and swelling. Let me show you. I got stung on the ankle, just down here. That's where the sting was, but I've got all this huge swelling in my foot, so I've had to put these shoes on today just to give me a bit of room to manoeuvre. But when you look at my other foot, it's not normally that puffy, so it's quite difficult to walk on. But we're going to be doing 5 locks today, so I need to walk on it. See you later. So here we are at Heddington and Stockley Steam Rally. Mark and I set up on the Friday night, and the Steam Rally started Saturday and Sunday. As you can see, I've set up my stall with all my original paintings and cushions, coasters, and there's some cards at the end. So the Heddington and Stockley Steam Rally was only about 20 minutes away from where we moored. It's been an annual event here for over the past 40 years, which is quite incredible, and there are loads of vintage cars and traction engines and everything you could think of. Lawnmower racing, which was quite fascinating. I was really excited to come along to this because it's something my granddad used to bring me to, steam rallies, when I was little. So it brought back lots of wonderful memories. There were some amazing cars here, old MGs, and they were just absolutely stunning. And look at the inside of this one. Beautiful. The red car in the background that you can see was absolutely covered with soft toys. It was a very strange vehicle. these were Mark's favourites, the vintage Land Rovers. He really liked these ones. And this is what everyone came for, the vintage traction engines. There were over 22 of them, which were absolutely stunning. And this one definitely took the prize for the longest chimney. Steamboat. And you would have seen these in our previous episode, one of the steamboats. It was really nice to have a really good close-up look of it and how it all works. These two steam engines decided to go out for a little bit of a ride down the country lanes, and I was driving behind them for about half an hour, winding round all the tiny little lanes and all the traffic. They kind of cleared the way for us, so it was quite nice to be behind. we are at the lawnmower racing. Only the British would do something like this, I'm sure. Can you believe they've actually got a lawnmower racing association, which was quite unbelievable. So they actually do this as a sport. I would love to know how they got this one out of the showground and down the country lanes. When you look down the side, I mean it's so tall anyway, but when you look down the side, it goes on for miles.
Okay, so
Hi.
hello there. Yeah, hi. We went to Heddington Steam Rally, which was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was one of those occasions where the sun was shining. It was beautiful all day.
It's over 30 degrees.
Yeah,
30 degrees.
30 degrees
At least.
And it's in a field in the middle of Wiltshire. So very rural England for anyone watching this abroad. And this tiny little village hosts this steam rally that has thousands of people that turn up, and it has absolutely everything for everybody. I mean, if you like classic motorcycles, tick. If you like old cars, tick. If you like old tractors, tick. If you like old lorries, tick. Literally everything. And then the sort of cream or the icing on the cake was the steam engines. I mean, there must have been how many? What? 50?
There were 22. 22 steam engines.
22 steam engines, and if you've ever seen one of these things in the flesh, so to speak, up close, they're ginormous. They are massive, and
they're beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, some of them
really looked after.
Some of the brass work on them and the paint work and the sort of ornate mouldings that are on them. I mean, they are a real throwback from, a time gone by. There was even an American one, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
And it was as if they made everything practical, and it was for practical things, but it had to look beautiful, didn't it?
Yeah, and there were some really old traction or steam engines there. I mean, some of them, they almost look like steam trains, the way they're designed. So that was fun, and to see them up close, and so many of them up close, was great. And it was just so much to do. So, I mean, especially when you look at things like the lawnmower racing. I mean, who in the name of God thought that you could race lawnmowers? And they fly around the track.
They do fly. They leave the floor and everything, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Apologies for Eric down there, who's decided he's going to snore.
Yeah.
Eric always does.
Yeah, it's a bit of a feature, isn't it, Eric? Now snoring on our videos. So the lawnmower racing. I mean, it's absolutely. I mean, it's fascinating watching these things fly around. I mean, I sure as hell never owned a lawnmower that quick. And then they did tractor racing. We didn't manage to get any footage of the tractor racing, unfortunately, but they do it, and that's quick as well. But overall, I mean, there's just absolutely.
It was a wonderful day.
Yeah, there's so much there for everybody.
Yeah.
And of course there was also the Land Rovers.
Yeah, which you loved.
Loved seeing the old Land Rovers. They were absolutely fantastic. Some of them from the 1950s, real classic collector's items. So that was Heddington Steam Rally, and it was a very good event. So I'd thoroughly recommend anybody who's thinking about going, definitely look it up next year and go. So.
Yeah. I mean, the little lanes were absolutely tiny going up to the event. So how on earth they got these steam rollers and steam engines going down these little lanes? You just wouldn't have wanted to meet them the other way, because there would be nowhere to go with them.
And they also had these old army, like I presume it must be tank carrier.
How did they get the World War One? Vehicle through.
Yeah, I mean that would have been on the back of a trailer probably. But some of the old, the tank carrying lorries for the British Army that were there, I mean, they were 3 times the size of, you know, normal lorries, normal trucks. So they must have some power in them. But they were so wide that they would take up an entire road. They wouldn't take up one half of the road. So how they got them there? No idea.
Who knows? And then the other thing that happened this week was my hornet sting.
Yes, that
Wasn't
was.
it? That was bad. My leg ended up being, after you saw the footage at the beginning, and we'd done the 5 locks. By the end of the day, just try and stop Eric from snoring.
Stop it! Wake up!
Oh. By the end of the day, my foot was really, really painful and huge, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
So we ended up in minor injuries.
We did indeed. I drove her to minor injuries, and she's apparently got. Did you say it was cellulitis?
Yeah.
Which is an allergic reaction to the actual bite itself, poison in the bite.
So infection, isn't it? So ended up on a high dose of antibiotics.
She did.
Which I've nearly finished, thank goodness.
They leave a horrible taste in your mouth, don't they?
Horrible, really horrible.
Yeah. So
yeah, who'd think that a hornet sting could do that?
yeah, it could cause so much misery.
Yeah, misery.
Well, for me.
I mean, it was painful, but
It was painful for
you
me
didn't
too.
suffer.
You got stung in the leg. My ears have been stung all week. All week I've had a pain in my ears all week because all I've heard is, look at my leg, look at my fat
No
leg.
sympathy whatsoever.
Loads of sympathy, more sympathy than she deserved. In fact, I actually bought her flowers from the supermarket.
I bought the flowers.
With whose money?
With my money.
I sanctioned the buying of them flowers. I said to you, go and buy yourself some flowers.
You were a absolutely terrible nurse.
I had a nurse's outfit on and everything for you.
You can't say that. Oh dear. I have to
Anyway.
cut a lot of this.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we will.
No, we won't. Cut your blooming leg off. Anyway, right. So that was our week. Julie obviously got attacked by a prehistoric hornet.
Killer wasp.
Yeah. And we went to Heddington Steam Rally. So
It was a good week. Nice week.
nothing about canals in this video,
No.
unfortunately, because we'd had other things that were going on. But the next one will feature more canal footage. In fact, a lot of canal footage.
Yeah. As we're making our way up to, we're at the top of the flight and we're making our way up to Milk House Water.
Yeah.
So you'll see all that.
And actually, in the next video but one, I think we filmed, is it the oldest suspension bridge, one of the oldest suspension bridges in the world? One of the first suspension bridges.
Yeah.
It's actually quite fascinating. It's over one of the canals, so that's quite interesting.
That'll be coming up. And the Long Barrow, we went and did some filming on the Long Barrow.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting, but we'll tell you more about that one later.
Yeah, we will. But anyway, thank you for watching. And
Please give us a thumbs
yeah,
up.
give us a thumbs up, not a thumbs down.
Make
thumbs
a
up.
comment.
Leave comments. And you know, if you can, click subscribe and then click the bell icon that allows us or alerts you every time a video is posted. Until the next time, thanks for watching.
Yeah. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.